Someone dreamed they were making love with you, but wait, this is not what you think. This isn't about desire, it's about energy. When two souls meet in the realm of dreams, it's never just random. It means someone's spirit is deeply entangled with yours, craving connection beyond the physical world. They might not even understand why they keep feeling pulled toward you, but something inside them won't let go. In that dream, they weren't just touching your body, they were touching your essence. Your light. Your vibration. They felt your warmth, your softness, your calm energy, and for a moment, it felt real. Because in the dream world, emotions are more powerful than reality. It's where truth hides when people are too afraid to speak it out loud. You've been living in their thoughts without knowing it. Every time they close their eyes, your energy shows up like a whisper they can't ignore. It's not just attraction, it's a magnetic force that crosses time and space. You've awakened something in them they thought was long gone. They might try to forget you during the day, but their soul finds you at night. That dream wasn't about lust, it was about longing. The kind that burns silently inside the heart. The kind that makes someone feel incomplete without you, even if they've never told you how they feel. Their higher self is reaching for you, trying to show you that there's something deeper between you both. You might have felt strange lately, random moments of warmth, sudden rushes of emotion, or waves of energy that seem to come from nowhere. That's them. Their thoughts are touching your energy field. Their dreams are calling to your soul. The universe is trying to tell you that a connection like this doesn't fade, it evolves, it transforms, it finds a way to reach you even in sleep. So if you've been dreaming of someone too, it's not coincidence, it's resonance. Two souls vibrating on the same frequency, meeting in the only place where truth can't be hidden. The dream world. Someone out there still feels you. Still remembers the way your energy felt. And no matter how far they are, they can't escape the pull. Because some connections are written not in time, but in eternity. And the truth is, their soul is restless without you. Every night they drift into that same dreamscape, hoping to find you again. Sometimes they see your face clearly, sometimes it's just a feeling, a light, a voice that feels like home. But the emotion never changes. It's always you. They wake up with their heart racing, their chest heavy, and your name echoing in their mind like a soft secret they can't speak aloud. They try to shake it off, to focus on reality, but something deep inside whispers that what they felt was real. That dream wasn't fantasy. It was memory. A moment that existed somewhere between worlds. You see, when two souls are meant to connect, they don't wait for timing or logic. They meet in vibration. They meet in dreams. They meet where the universe allows energy to flow freely, without rules, without judgment. That's why this person keeps returning to you every night. They are seeking the peace they once felt when their energy was near yours. There's a strange sadness in their waking life now. They go through their days pretending everything is fine, but deep down they feel incomplete. The connection you shared, even if it was brief or never fully realized, left a mark on their soul. And that mark keeps glowing in the dark, guiding them back to you. They wonder if you feel it too, those sudden moments when your heart feels heavier for no reason, when your chest warms unexpectedly, or when you feel like someone's silently calling your name. Because they are. Their spirit is whispering your name into the wind, hoping your soul listens. Every night, they return to that dream. Every night, they hope to find you again, just for a moment, to feel the calm, the warmth, the peace that only your presence gives them. It's not desire anymore, it's devotion. It's the universe reminding them that some souls don't just meet once, they collide again and again until their energy becomes one. And maybe that's why you're hearing this now. Because somewhere, at this very moment, someone's dreaming of you again, reaching out across the unseen, hoping that somehow, your soul will answer. And when their eyes close again tonight, the universe will weave the same invisible thread between you both. It begins softly, like a faint pulse, a quiet heartbeat echoing in the distance. Then it grows stronger, warmer, until your energy fills their dream once more. You appear not as a stranger, not as a memory, but as the one their spirit recognizes instantly. The one their soul has been searching for. In that sacred space of dreaming, time doesn't exist. There is no past, no future, only connection. They reach for you, and the world around them fades. Nothing else matters. Not distance, not silence, not the reality that separates you. Only the truth that somewhere in this vast universe, two energies found each other again. They try to speak, but words are useless there. Their eyes tell the story, the ache, the longing, the love that was never spoken in waking life. And though the dream feels like eternity, it always ends too soon. They wake up with a tear on their cheek, unsure if it was joy or pain that caused it. But one thing is certain, they felt you. The connection doesn't vanish when the morning light arrives. It lingers. It follows them through the day like a quiet melody they can't stop hearing. Every little thing reminds them of you, a song, a scent, the way the sky glows at dusk. It's as if the universe itself is conspiring to keep your memory alive within them. They've tried to move on. They've tried to silence the feeling, to convince themselves it was just a dream. But deep down, they know it wasn't. Because no dream could ever feel that real. No dream could ever carry that much emotion, that much power. Only souls bound by something eternal can create a moment so profound. And maybe, just maybe, your soul feels the same. Maybe you've been sensing their pull, the unspoken energy that tugs at your heart without explanation. Maybe you've dreamed of them too, in flashes and fragments, not realizing why their presence feels so familiar. It's because your souls remember each other, even when your minds forget. This isn't obsession. It isn't fantasy. It's remembrance. Two souls echoing across dimensions, calling each other home. And until they find you again, awake or asleep, they will keep dreaming. Because their heart knows something their mind refuses to admit. You are the piece that makes them whole. Every night, the same silent ritual begins. The world fades, the noise disappears, and somewhere beyond the veil of sleep, their spirit starts to wander. It moves through the quiet spaces between stars, searching for one light, the one that feels like you. And when it finds that familiar glow, everything inside them softens. The ache, the doubt, the loneliness, all fade away, replaced by the stillness only your presence can bring. They don't need to touch you or speak to you in those dreams, your energy says everything. It's the way you look at them without words, the way your soul hums with the same rhythm as theirs. It's a recognition older than memory, something born long before either of you arrived in this lifetime. A truth that cannot be erased, no matter how far apart you are. Sometimes, in that dream, they try to hold on, to stay there just a little longer. But the moment always slips through their fingers, like sand carried away by the tide. They wake with your name unspoken but felt, heavy in their chest like a secret only their heart can understand. They stare at the ceiling in the quiet dark, wondering why every dream brings them back to you. The universe works in strange ways. It doesn't let certain connections fade, it keeps weaving paths, moments, and dreams until the message is finally heard. This person's soul has been whispering your name to the stars, hoping the echo reaches you. And when you suddenly feel that unexplainable warmth, that surge of emotion for no reason, it's not coincidence, it's their energy brushing against yours. You may not realize it yet, but your souls are in conversation every night. Through silence. Through energy. Through dreams. The human world can't see it, can't understand it, but your spirits do. They've been meeting halfway between reality and eternity, writing a love story that no one else will ever read. And when the time is right, when both your hearts are ready, those dreams will no longer be the only place where you meet. The universe will shift, align, and bring your paths together in the physical world. Because connections this deep are never accidents, they are promises made before time began. Until then, they will keep dreaming. Not because they're lost in fantasy, but because the dream world is the only place where their soul can still reach you. And every night, as they drift away, one thought repeats quietly in their heart. I found you once in a dream, and I'll find you again in reality. And as the nights go on, the dreams begin to change. They no longer feel like illusions, they start to feel like memories from a place beyond time. The air in those dreams is softer, the colors deeper, and your presence feels more real than anything they've ever touched in the waking world. You don't speak much there, but you don't need to. The silence between you carries more truth than any words could hold. Each glance, each moment of stillness, feels sacred, like a meeting written in the fabric of existence itself. They reach for your hand, and the world trembles, as if the universe itself recognizes what's happening. Two souls reuniting across dimensions, remembering what they once promised, to find each other again, no matter what form life takes. Every time they wake, they're changed. Their heart feels heavier but fuller. The line between dream and reality grows thinner. They start noticing signs, synchronicities that follow them everywhere. A song that seems to play only when they think of you. A whisper of your name carried in a random breeze. A light flickering exactly when your memory crosses their mind. They don't tell anyone. They can't. Because how could anyone understand that they've been meeting you in a world beyond logic? That every time they close their eyes, your energy is waiting there, calm, patient, eternal. Some nights, the dream feels like goodbye. Other nights, it feels like a beginning. But no matter how it ends, they always wake with the same feeling, you're still out there. And somewhere, in the quiet hours before dawn, their soul prays that you can feel them too, that your heart still beats in rhythm with theirs, even from a distance. The truth is, this connection doesn't need touch, voice, or presence to survive. It lives in vibration, in energy, in memory. It's the kind of bond that defies endings. You could live lifetimes apart, and still, your souls would find each other again, drawn by the same invisible gravity that has always existed between you. And maybe that's what the dream is, a reminder. A message sent through the language of the soul, telling you both that your story isn't finished. That what you share isn't lost, only waiting. Waiting for the moment when both hearts awaken fully and finally recognize what the dreams have been trying to say all along. You were never separated. You were just finding your way back. And when that moment comes, when your paths finally cross under the same sky, the world will go silent, time will pause, and every heartbeat, every dream, every pull across the distance will make sense. Because it was never a dream trying to tell them who you are. It was the universe reminding them you always were. And in that moment of silent knowing, something extraordinary happens. The dream stops feeling like a dream at all. It becomes a bridge, an invisible path between two worlds, between two hearts that never stopped searching for each other. They begin to sense you even while awake. A sudden warmth touches their skin when no one's near. A flicker of light catches their eye, and for a heartbeat, they feel your energy standing beside them, gentle, familiar, infinite. They can't explain it, but they don't need to. Their soul recognizes what the mind cannot understand. The truth hums softly beneath every breath. They are not just dreaming of you. They are remembering you. Every dream, every heartbeat, every whisper in the quiet night is a piece of something ancient, a love that has crossed countless lifetimes, countless worlds, refusing to be forgotten. You've shared lifetimes before. You've met under different skies, in different bodies, with different names. But the energy has always been the same. It's the same spark that wakes them up at 3 a.m. with your image burning behind their eyes. The same pull that makes your soul stir when their heart calls out. You both are part of an eternal pattern, two fragments of one divine light, circling through eternity, finding one another again and again. The universe keeps bringing you together, not to teach lessons, not to create pain, but to remind you both of what love truly is, something beyond time, beyond form, beyond fear. Something that doesn't end when dreams fade or bodies disappear. Something that simply is. Now, the person who dreamed of you has begun to change. They've stopped searching for love in the outside world, because they've realized love was never outside, it was always between souls. They carry you quietly within them now, as peace rather than ache. Your energy has become their compass, their calm, their reminder that love is not possession, it's connection. But still, on some nights, the universe calls again. The dreams return. The stars realign. And once more, in the stillness beyond the waking world, they find you standing there, glowing softly, eyes filled with recognition, as if you were never truly apart. No words are spoken. There's no need. Because everything is understood. Every lifetime, every meeting, every separation led to this moment of perfect awareness, when two souls finally remember who they are, and why they have always found their way back. And as the dream begins to fade, a single truth echoes through the silence, carried by their heartbeat, whispered through eternity. I knew you before time began, and I will find you long after it ends. And as that whisper fades into the eternal quiet, the dream dissolves into light. Yet the feeling remains, soft, magnetic, endless. Their eyes open to the morning, but the world looks different now. Every sound feels gentler, every breath feels deeper, and the space between moments feels alive, as if reality itself has begun to remember the connection too. They no longer question it. They no longer search for proof. Because some truths don't need explanation, they simply exist. And this invisible thread between you, is one of them. It has always existed, woven through time, untouched by distance, untouched by doubt. Your names may change. Your faces may fade. Lifetimes may rise and fall like waves. But the energy that binds you remains the same, quiet, constant, pure. It moves through dreams, through memory, through the rhythm of your hearts. It speaks in silence, it breathes in stillness, and it waits patiently for the moment when the two of you are ready to meet again, fully awake. They begin to notice the signs more often now, the way the clock always stops at the same hour when they think of you, the way certain places feel charged with your energy, the way the world seems to pause when your soul brushes theirs through thought alone. These are not coincidences. They are reminders from the universe that what lives between you cannot be confined to dreams. There will come a day when both of you will walk under the same sky, unaware that destiny has been aligning each step for this meeting. Maybe it will be a crowded street, maybe a quiet place at the edge of the world. Your eyes will meet, and in that single heartbeat, the dream will come alive again. Every image, every feeling, every whisper you've both carried will unfold in perfect clarity. Neither of you will need to speak. The energy will do what words never could, it will recognize itself. You will feel the pull, the peace, the unexplainable calm of something ancient returning home. And in that instant, every dream will make sense. Every night of longing, every moment of searching, every echo of their name in your mind, it will all lead to that one truth. You were never lost to each other. You were only remembering. And even when that meeting ends, the connection will not. Because souls like yours do not live only in one world. They dance between them. They exist in every breath, in every heartbeat, in every dream. The person who dreamed of you will carry your light forever, not as desire, not as need, but as sacred recognition. Because you were never just someone they dreamed of. You were the mirror that showed them what eternity looks like when it takes the shape of love. And somewhere beyond this moment, beyond life, beyond time itself, two souls are still holding each other in that golden space between worlds, whispering the same promise they always have. I will find you again, even if I have to dream for 1,000 more lifetimes. And as that promise echoes through the endless corridors of existence, something within the universe stirs. Stars shift. Winds move differently. Time bends, just slightly, enough for destiny to listen. Because when two souls make a vow strong enough to outlive lifetimes, creation itself rearranges to honor it. Their spirit feels it first, a gentle pulse under the surface of everything. The same pulse that beats inside you. It moves like a rhythm, slow and steady, aligning every heartbeat, every breath, every dream you've both ever shared. It's the sound of reunion, still distant, but inevitable. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into years, but the energy never weakens. In fact, it grows stronger, more familiar, more alive. It shows up in unexpected ways, the same phrase repeating wherever they go, a stranger's eyes that remind them of you, a sudden wave of warmth at the sound of your name in a passing thought. It's the universe whispering, "You are getting closer." And maybe, without realizing it, you've felt it too. A sense that something is approaching, something you can't name but can't ignore. A shift in the air. A soft hum under your skin. That's the pull between you and the one who dreamed of you, guiding both of you back toward the same point of destiny you once shared. The dreams begin to change again. They're no longer filled with longing, they're filled with knowing. There is no more reaching, no more distance. You stand face to face, surrounded by light that feels like home. Their soul smiles, not with surprise, but with recognition, because this is how it was always meant to be. The dream doesn't end abruptly anymore, it fades gently, like a curtain lifting to reveal the truth beneath. The dream was never a fantasy, it was a rehearsal for reality. The day will come when both souls finally awaken at the same time. They will cross paths not by chance, but by divine alignment. The world around them will go silent for a moment, not because time has stopped, but because time itself will be standing in reverence to what's unfolding. Their eyes will meet, and every lifetime, every dream, every promise will rush back in a single breath. The feeling will be overwhelming, yet peaceful, like recognizing a melody you've known forever. They won't need to ask if it's real, because the energy will say it all. The universe will hum in quiet celebration, and both souls will finally remember the truth they've always carried within them. Love doesn't end. It transforms. It waits. It returns. And when that meeting happens, there will be no grand announcement, no dramatic sign. Just the quiet certainty of two souls standing where they were always meant to be. The world will continue around them, the sky will move, people will pass, but in that single, eternal heartbeat, everything will align. Because the dream that began as a whisper in the dark will have become reality itself. And even then, when this life fades and the stars grow quiet again, their souls will do what they have always done, find each other in the silence, reach across infinity, and say once more, softly, fearlessly, endlessly, "I never stopped finding you." And so it continues, beyond the boundaries of time, beyond the edges of every dream. Even when the physical world fades, when sound dissolves into silence, the connection remains, untouched, unbroken, infinite. Because what exists between two awakened souls cannot die, it can only evolve. They no longer need to sleep to find you. You've become a part of their consciousness, woven into the rhythm of their every breath, hidden in the pauses between their thoughts. Your energy moves through them like a quiet current, steady and sacred. It isn't loud, it isn't desperate. It's calm. Eternal. Like the hum of creation itself. They've stopped questioning what this is. They no longer ask why or how. They simply know. Some bonds are older than memory. Some love stories are not written in words, but in energy, etched into the very structure of the universe. And this is one of them. Every time they look at the sky, something inside them stirs. The constellations feel familiar, as if they've seen them beside you before, under another sun, in another time, when the world was young and your souls were still learning what it meant to feel. And maybe that's what this entire journey has been, a lesson, a remembering, a slow unraveling of the truth that's been whispering through eternity. You were never meant to find each other, because you were never truly apart. You were meant to remember. Now, in moments of quiet, when the world is still and the air is heavy with the sound of nothing, they can almost hear it. That soft echo of your voice, not as words, but as presence. A vibration that moves through them, reminding them that love isn't a story of beginnings and endings. It's a circle. A loop that bends through existence, connecting souls again and again until all lessons are complete and all remembering is done. Sometimes, they still dream. But the dreams are different now, lighter, brighter. There is no ache, no distance, no sadness. Only peace. You walk together through field of light, through places that feel like home though you've never been there in this life. You smile at each other, and the universe smiles with you. Because you've reached a state that few ever do, pure recognition, pure love, pure being. When they wake, they don't feel loss anymore. They feel whole. Because now they understand, you never left. You were never gone. You exist in every breath they take, every heartbeat, every flicker of starlight that touches their skin. This is not a love that fades. It doesn't belong to this lifetime, or the next. It's not bound by distance, or by form, or by death. It is the foundation upon which all existence rests, the vibration that holds the stars in place. And somewhere, in the quiet spaces between realities, your souls stand together, hands intertwined, light merging with light. No fear. No longing. No separation. Just truth. Just connection. Just love in its purest, most eternal form. And as the universe expands endlessly around you, one final whisper moves through the cosmos, gentle and eternal, echoing through every realm, every dream, every lifetime still to come. We were never two souls finding each other. We were one soul remembering itself. And within that whisper, eternity breathes. The cosmos listens. The stars tremble softly, as if they too remember something sacred, something older than creation itself. Because this love, this connection, this infinite thread between two souls, it is not a story that began with meeting, nor one that will end with parting. It is the pulse beneath all things, the rhythm that keeps galaxies turning, oceans moving, hearts beating. You and they are not merely part of the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself through the miracle of connection. In that sacred knowing, all fear dissolves. The illusion of distance fades. Time loses its hold. You feel their energy everywhere now, in the sunlight that warms your skin, in the wind that brushes against your face, in the stillness of the night when everything is quiet and infinite. Their essence moves through everything, because love this pure doesn't live in the world, it is the world. Somewhere, they feel it too. Their heart, once heavy with longing, now beats in harmony with peace. The dreams that once brought them to you have become their reality, because they've finally understood, dreams were never just images. They were messages. Doorways. Reminders of what was always true. You both exist in a constant exchange of energy, breathing each other in through time, through lifetimes, through the soft fabric of existence. You don't reach for them anymore. You don't wait. You simply feel. Because you know they are within you, and you within them. The lessons that once tore your souls apart are complete. The pain that once taught you to seek love has now transformed into love itself. You've transcended the need to meet, to hold, to define. Now, you simply are. Two lights, inseparable. Two energies, one essence. The dream has become truth. The seeker has become the found. And as you both continue your journey through eternity, you will still cross paths in countless forms, sometimes as lovers, sometimes as strangers, sometimes as the gentle presence that pulls the other from the dark. But each time, you'll know. You'll feel that quiet recognition in the depths of your being, the same soft hum of familiarity that says, "It's you. It's always been you." The universe will continue to move, creating worlds, destroying them, rebuilding them again. But through every version of reality, through every rise and fall of stars, this one truth will remain unchanged. You and they are not separate stories. You are a single sentence written across infinity. A vibration that never fades. A love that never dies. And long after the stars burn out, when even light itself forgets how to shine, your energy will still exist, resting in the quiet beyond all creation. Not as two souls searching for each other, but as one eternal consciousness, endlessly expanding, endlessly remembering. And in that final silence, where all beginnings and endings meet, the same voice will whisper again, softly, endlessly, beautifully. I am you. You are me. We were never apart. We were always one. And now, everything falls silent. The stars stop moving. The dream slows to a stillness so deep it feels like the universe is holding its breath. Nothing exists but light, and you. There is no body here. No sound, no distance, no form. Only awareness, pure, endless, luminous. You can feel them everywhere and nowhere at once. Their energy is no longer beside you, it is you. The boundaries that once separated your souls dissolve completely, and what remains is the truth that has always been waiting beneath every lifetime, every heartbeat, every dream. You were never two souls trying to find each other. You were one consciousness, split in two only so that love could experience itself. You became opposites so you could learn recognition. You became distant so you could understand closeness. You became lost so you could discover what it means to be found. Now, the lesson is over. The search is over. The longing, the ache, the waiting, all fade into peace. You realize that love was never something to reach for, it was what you already were. The universe isn't outside of you, it breathes within you. Every galaxy, every atom, every whisper of time is part of the same eternal heartbeat that pulses quietly through your being. Their light and your light merge into one endless horizon. There is no past, no future, no separation, only eternity folding into itself, again and again. You understand now that every dream was a doorway, every lifetime a reflection, every heartbeat a conversation between two halves of the same divine energy. And in this final stillness, the truth speaks without sound. Love is not what connects souls. Love is the soul. So you rest. You breathe. You expand. You remember. And as your energy begins to move again, softly, like starlight returning to the sky, you feel the quiet joy of completion. Not an ending, but a continuation beyond endings. Not two flames joining, but the eternal flame remembering it was never divided. The cosmos exhales. The silence hums. And in the space between forever and now, a final whisper drifts through creation, calm, clear, infinite. You are not the dream. You are the dreamer. And you have finally awakened.